Richard, do you have questions or a story you'd like to share?
Yeah, I've actually been working with Scott recently, and
Brilliant.
we've if you look at his website, which is a work in progress, I think.
What's the website? We name drop in this community, so please name drop. Go ahead.
If you have a look at Scott's website, Auden Hospitality, he'll tell you it's a work in progress, and I'll let him tell you about it. But part of what we've done is really work on his brand DNA and tell his stories. And we've got an About Us on there, and I think Scott's About Us. Please, everybody go and have a look at it because it's fantastic. It's full of personality. It's full of character. And I think, you know, when you're doing something like Scott, you have to sell the thinking and the people behind it. Now, what's really interesting is working with Scott was actually really easy. Working on my own and my own About Us is a pain in the ass. And I think we were talking about as soon as you've done a website, it's out of date. And it was really interesting because I looked at Scott's and went, that's really good. I can see the direction it's going. And I looked at mine and went, oh, shit, it's out of date. So my question to the guys is, when you look at the website and you look at About Us, what are your thoughts on, you know, what is sort of some tips and tricks on bringing out that personality and bringing out that character that you need people to understand? Because I think it's one of those bits of a website that's really important, but almost left to last. So it's kind of, come on, guys. Can you redo my About Us for me?
I think that's your point, though. Is you brought that up. Is it's hard to talk about yourself. Let other people share what they think about you or who they see you as. Even when Sean and I were talking, he's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "No, you're the GTM guy." Like it's not what you think you are. It's what the people around you that think you are, or those things about you. They're going to pick up on things that you're going to be too humble to talk about, right? And there's some things there that they just might pick up that you're just too close to. So yeah, engage the people around you. See what the feedback is.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at the page right now, and one of the things I love most about this page.
Can you screen share with everyone up here?
Scott, do I have your permission to show the page to the world here?
We build in public.
It's out there to the world anyway, right?
We build in public. Let's go.
Do this.
This is a live audience.
There's no secrets on a published page.
There's no secrets on a published page. We might as well put it on a live show. Let's go.
I love. So let me give everyone we'll start up at the top here, right? So love that you're not that you took the advice that I gave, but you're living by that same thesis. Never build anything above the fold without a call to action. So we've got a real simple let's chat button here. Beautiful imagery. Simple headline. Love that. Quick little blurb here, but this is the section that catches my attention.
Yes.
I'm putting faces to names.
Gold.
It's engaging. I've got LinkedIn links. Like this tells me more. And I love the headline here. Meet our thinkers and doers. Like combining that together tells me so much about what it is that you guys do. Well done.
I think one of the biggest takeaways that I have is, like, if you think about Us, I challenge all of us to go to About Us. They'll very rarely will they talk about more than one person. You know, very rarely will they have multiple people, and they definitely won't have social profiles to that person. Well, like a way to stand out from your company is like link out your people, show their LinkedIn page, show their Instagram account, show their YouTube page. You know, there's no reason not to celebrate the people that are on our team.
And the videos are amazing.
The videos are amazing, really good.
And a little bit in the weeds here from the design perspective, but one of the things I want to call out, because I can't emphasize enough how important nuance is and detail-oriented design. As we scroll through here, there's certain things that are called out in a green font. So we change the color on certain words, certain keywords that catch my attention as I scroll through this page. And that is very well executed and very well done. Hotels Made Us. That's awesome. That tells me so much without having to read anything. I can just see it right there. As I scroll down a little bit further, I saw one here, What We Believe. You know, this is catching my attention. I come down here, hit play, like action driven. Go do something with this podcast. Yes, we have a podcast. Go fucking listen to it. Hit play. Yep. Do it right here. So really, really well done. A lot of nice nuance in this design. So I like it a lot. Very well done, guys.
Brilliant. All right, who's up? Who wants to share? This is a free forum, so don't be shy. I know this. We know this community also.
Shall I tell you a few stories on that though?
Yes, tell us. We love stories.
I really hope the person who built that website didn't hear your great feedback because they're going to want a raise because it was actually my because Richard knows, right? So basically, I'm going to tell you a story on my website and how we got to where we got to. Is I engaged these guys to redo our website after it took 2.5 years of the business. We knew we needed to evolve.
Boring.
I worked with Richard on the evolvement of the brand. So we went to go in and work on the website. After about 2 months of trying to get the design right with these guys who were there and sold the dream on, they're going to go with Next.js. It's going to be fast. It's going to be like high performing. Google's going to love it, blah, 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 blah. The design was shit. There's no other way to describe it. And I was saying to Richard, like, these guys just cannot get the design. Like, I sell experience and I sell our thinking and I sell detail. So if the website is shit, people are going to think we're shit. And I'd like to think that we're not. So I was just, I'm going to have to call it a day. It doesn't matter how much I've paid with these guys. We're not going to get the design there. It's just not going to work. So I pulled the plug, and we had the original website was built on Squarespace, and it still is built on Squarespace today. And I literally went downstairs. My wife's the one who does a lot of the updating because she has more time. And I was just moaning in very typical Yorkshire fashion, which involves a lot of swearing, a lot of moaning, and just literally ground her down to the point where she was like, shall I just do it how you want it? And I was like, yeah, okay, that's brilliant. So she literally sat there for 2 days and was just like doing it. And I was going down and annoying the shit out of her about every 2 hours because I was like, no, tweak that there, move that there, do that with this, do that with that, and all the rest of it. And and one thing it taught me, that story, is don't get we are novices on websites, right? Website people can come on a call with us. They can completely talk a different language where we all go, wow, that's fucking brilliant. Yeah, I'm going to have some of that. And then the guys who are really good at that bit are really shit at detail or design. So it's about making sure that when you do websites, interview those people like they are looking after your baby, because essentially they are. And they've got to make sure that they can do the UX bit right and then get the performance right to be able to do it. That's before I tell you about the SEO that was literally unreadable afterwards. So there's an element of balance. But I think watching this, really make sure that that UX piece is something that the website guys can deliver, because it makes a massive difference. Especially then, when now my story as I'm interviewing new website people is, if my wife can do it, I need to see what you can do.
Yes.
Because you have to do better. And that's like my benchmark of where it is. So that's a follow on to the Nice About Us page.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's, you know,
that's
when with Kyle, that's one of the things he did right away, is he just rolled out, you know, a showcase of several pages he'd done already, just so I had an idea of his style, his approach to it. And I think definitely that's a non-negotiable. You have to see their work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to see the work. And just from my own experience, I've been building websites 10, 12 years now. And for me, one of the biggest red flags that kind of speaks to what you're talking about a little bit, Scott, is when you get on a call with a company that's, you know, proposing a new website, and all they do is sort of speak in terms to make it seem like they know what they're doing. They use a lot of technical terms. They talk about things like JavaScript libraries and one of Sean's favorite, cache, you know,
Clear the cache.
all those words. Like, to me, that's always a red flag, because it feels like overselling to me. There's no website design is going to be good if it doesn't answer core questions. If you can't speak the language, and you can't look at it through the two most important lenses to look at a website through are you as the business owner, as the stakeholder, as the one that's, you know, pushing this project forward. But I would argue that more importantly is look through it from the lens of whoever this website is built to serve. Define who your audience is, understand the persona of those people that are going to be visiting the website. That's one of the first questions we always ask is, if every visit to your website could end in one particular thing, what would that one particular thing be? And